Even in a place like Pigeon Forge that has so many things to do, it's hard to think of places that you can go and you could spend time with the entire family. You know, that you can feel comfortable as a parent with kids as small as 2 and 4 and 8, like what we have, or places that you can go with maybe grandparents where even those who are in their 70s or 80s feel comfortable and has something interesting for them to do, or there's something interesting for them to look at. Well, I think that one of those places in Pigeon Forge is where I'm at right now, called the Mountain Mile. And specifically the shops that are around me are called the Tower Shops at Mountain Mile. Now this place is a fascinating area of Pigeon Forge, and if you're not looking for it, you actually would never find it, because it is actually not on the main strip in Pigeon Forge. It's actually off the main strip. But if you end up finding it and making your way here, you will be so glad that you did. So in this video, I'm gonna talk to you a little bit about what Mountain Mile is, what all's here. I'm gonna give you a full tour of the shops that are here at Mountain Mile. We're also going to talk briefly about the 2 restaurants on both sides, which honestly I love. I think that they're both fantastic restaurants. We have on one side downtown Flavortown, and the other side has Azul. They're both absolutely fantastic, and every single time we've gone, we have been very, very happy with spending our money and our time at both those places. So let's dive in. What we're going to do is we're going to start with a tour. We will literally go shop for shop and show you around, just to give you an idea of what all is here, so that you can see if this is going to be a good fit for you. Here we go. So when I say that there's something here for everybody, I mean it. You can actually see there's downtown Flavortown right there in the distance. What I'm standing on right now is one of the 2 gigantic greens that they have here. It's actually artificial turf. It's not real grass, so it's basically good any time of the year. But before we get into any of that stuff, I just want to share something with you that I think is really, really important and should be said from one parent probably to another parent. If you have small kids, 2 years old, 4 years old, you know what it's like to take them someplace and they just want to get down and they just want to run. And I get it, they want to explore, and that's fantastic, but as a parent, we never feel like we get a chance to relax a little bit, because there's usually no space for them just to run and to have fun and to play, while other members of the family get to go shopping or get to go and have a drink and a cocktail and an appetizer at one of the local restaurants. That's kind of what you can do here. That's what makes this place really important. This area that you see behind me, this is one of 2 greens. This is the first green, and then right behind me over here is the second green. My wife and I on many occasions have come here with our children simply because we feel like we can sit in one of these really amazing rockers that you see here lined up along the side, or one of the benches, and just let the kids play, because there's enough space for that to happen. We don't feel like they're gonna run out in the middle of the road without us seeing them and without us getting to them first. But even more so than that, they've got fun games for everybody to play, and they're here on the green ready. They've got giant games of checkers and chess, and not even that, they've got a train that my boys love taking. There's a small fee with that. Like the games that are here on the green, they don't make you pay anything to play with those things. But the train, I think there is a small fee. Now, the other thing that I think they meant when they called this place Towers is the actual gigantic, hopefully you see this up above me, the gigantic ride that they have here at the Mountain Mile. Now, aside from the games and the small things for kids to be able to do here on the 2 greens, the main attraction here for thrill seekers, mostly it's gonna be people who are always looking for a ride or an attraction that gets their heart really pumping. So this ride right here is called Mountain Monster, and it's not operating today. We're here about early March. It's a little chilly. There's not many people coming, so they don't run this ride in the off season, but we have seen people in action on the Mountain Monster, and I've got to tell you, as an observer looking up and watching, it gets my heart pumping. So I know that they've got to be having a great time on this ride. All right, so with all that being said, let's get started with our tour. I'm going to show you around and give you an idea of all the shops that are here in Mountain Mile. Let's go. All right, so our tour is actually going to start right over here on this side where downtown Flavortown is. All right, so here in Pepper Palace, we have a huge assortment of peppers and spices. I gotta tell you, as a person who loves spice, as a person who loves a little bit of heat in my food, I'm gonna have to come back here and try out several of these. Oh, are there some tastings here?
Yeah, you can just grab a spoon, try them out. We got everything from mild to mild, so whatever your preference is, we probably got it.
Oh, that's very cool. Okay, so do we just take a spoon and just try one? Mm-hmm. Okay, all right.
These are gonna be our wing sauces. These are all of our rubs, and then barbecue sauces and hot sauce.
Whoa, so we can try out all this stuff?
Yes.
Okay, that's, oh God, that's a lot. Okay.
So
this is very cool. So they have got, I mean, how many spices and sauces do you think is here? This is probably like 300, 400?
yeah, about,
like,
and everything is made by us. Everything
really?
is made at our main facility down on 411, right before Bush's Beans.
Okay, that's very cool. I'm gonna get him to say that again here in just a second, because apparently they make all these spices and they make all these hot sauces and all these wing sauces. This is very cool. I didn't know any of this stuff. So I want to try your hottest sauce. Do you have, what's your hottest one?
It is called the Inn Flatline.
Okay, okay, hold on. Am I gonna need like
You have to sign a waiver, yes.
Oh, is it one of those waiver things? Mm-hmm. Really?
Yeah, it has a 7 million Scoville extract with 160 pounds worth of Reaper down to the Red Savannah habanero.
Holy cow. Okay, so when you say it's hot, it's like really, really hot.
Well, like I've had people have different reactions to it. Everybody's different.
Yeah.
So I've had people, like I had a couple of kids in here.
Do you guys have like something to drink? Like, are
we
we
have
able?
little bottles of water.
Okay, like little bottles of water, so I can actually get some.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that'd be fun. Like, let's try it. So, I'm gonna have to sign a waiver, right? Yeah. To be able to try the hottest pepper thing that you got, and it's just like a little taste, right? That's all it is. All right. So I didn't expect that we were gonna do this, but why not? We're gonna try the hottest thing that's in this pepper store. He said, I've got to sign a waiver, so let me get this thing signed real quick.
Wherever it's empty.
All right, so he's getting us hooked up here. He's putting the little dash. Oh, just a little bit, dude. Just a little bit. All right, is there any special way that I need to take this? Anything that you recommend?
Don't get it on your lips.
Don't get it on your lips.
Do not get it on your lips.
Okay.
Have you eaten today?
Yeah, I ate earlier. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Because if you haven't eaten today, it would be a bad decision to do this.
And just to make sure we're clear, I've got water back there in the back,
water's
right?
back there, or there's an ice cream store a few doors down. That the ice cream will help more than that, or we have pineapple salsa.
Yeah.
That'll help kind of quench it. So yeah.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Ready?
Yep.
All right. Here it is. And what's the bottle again? Can I see the bottle? Okay, gotcha. So it's called the End Flatline Sauce. Dude, that's scary. That scares me. All right. So this is what we are checking out. Here, let me make sure that you can see it. It is the End Flatline Sauce. All right, here we go. Woo! Woo! Whoa, that's hot. Mm-hmm. That's hot.
It'll give you a kick.
Yeah, that's a kick. Oh, that's a kick. I think I will take one of those waters.
Yeah.
It's not unbearable. Like, it's not bad. I've had hot things before. And like I said, I like a lot of spice. And this will be it before I go. But to me, I think that the true testament of something that's really, really hot is that something that's hot, but it has flavor. That actually had like a really good smoky flavor to it. It's not just that it's hot and just burns your tongue. Woo! That is more. Just really fast. All right, so before I go, I just want to give a shout out because that was really, really good. And this is worth coming to. If you like stuff that is hot, if you like stuff that's a little spicy, I'm sure there's no way I'd have time to try out all of the spices that are in here, but you should definitely come and try them out. So tell us a little bit about the company. You guys are local, right?
It's local. We have over like 100 stores over the U.S. and like 2 in Canada. It started in 1989. The first store is in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, right next door in the Mountain Mall. That was the first franchise store that they started, and it grew from there. It actually started from a guy with a cart in Gatlinburg, and now it's big enough to where we have our own main facility on 411 right before Bush's Beans, heading towards Newport.
How cool is that, man? Hey, congratulations on all your success.
Thank you.
That's very cool. That's awesome. So definitely, if you're looking for something hot, it's starting to calm down now. Like it's not as bad as it was. So if you guys are looking for an experience, come try some of these hot sauces and grab the Flatline if you have the chance.
If you're brave enough.
If you're brave enough, try the Flatline. I survived. I didn't flatline, but come try it if you get the chance to. Here next, we just came out of Pepper Palace. We have the restrooms here. Now we've got Saholic here, and then the winery. Now, I will say that I've been to Saholic before. Saholic is delicious. Just to give you an idea of what kind is here. Absolutely, really delicious cinnamon buns, all kinds of really, really interesting and super tasty creations. They were really, really good last time that we were here. Our family had an amazing time, especially our boys. They loved the cinnamon buns. Right through here is the winery. It looks like they do have some construction going on right now. My wife did have some of the wines. They did the wine tasting here and they really did enjoy it last time. Next up is the Spice and Tea Exchange. I'll take you guys right in here so we can kind of get an idea of what is inside the Spice and Tea Exchange. I am a huge fan of tea. Huge fan. Most every night, if we're not having a bit of bourbon, then usually my wife and I are working up some tea. Oh, this looks amazing. Herbal teas. It looks like all kinds of custom teas. This is a super berry trifecta green tea. All kinds of items to make tea. Cinnamon, sugar, sweetener, all kinds of sweeteners. Oh, cool. So this is all kinds of garlic, salt, spice blends and things like that that are also available. Very, very cool. Oh, and all kinds of beautiful teapots too. Check this out. That is amazing. I'm definitely coming back to get some more tea sometime soon. All right, so next up we have the Savannah Bee Company. The Savannah Bee Company. Their lip balm is some of my absolute favorite. Let's check this out. So here at the Savannah Bee Company, they got all kinds of lotions and soaps, lip balms. I personally love the lip balm. Anytime that my wife gets me a lip balm, I'm always asking her for Savannah Bee Company. This is very cool. They've also got kind of a spot in here that you can try out different things. They've got a honey hot sauce, which is kind of cool. All kinds of honeys. I didn't know that they did this. Chocolate. Very cool. So here you can get samples of all the different things, all the different edibles that they make. Look at this. Candles. I had no idea that they actually make candles. Very cool. I actually did not know, because I know that they make all kinds of honeys. Sourwood, lavender honey, acai honey, orange blossom honey. Oh, that's very cool. So if you've got a family member who loves honey, it is well worth coming in here. Next up, we've got Sunnyland Farms. Sunnyland Farms. In here, we've got brittles and breads and cakes and dried fruits and nut mixes. Let's give it a look. Oh, that looks amazing. All right, coming up is Crumble Cookies. It's a personal favorite of my family's. We actually have 3 of these back home where we are. It is one of our favorite dessert locations. They've got all kinds of really, really amazing cookies. The way it works is that typically they'll keep 1 or 2 that's really, really consistent from day to day, but then they swap out the other creations. I think it's on a weekly basis, but always 100% delicious. Typically when you come in, they'll only have 6 options. And so today, the 6 options that they have is strawberry cake, old-fashioned donut, brownie batter, cornbread, the blue monster with Chips Ahoy, and the milk chocolate chip. They always come out warm. Well, at least most of them come out warm. Not all of them, but they come out warm, and usually we'll stop and we'll get some cookies and milk. All right, next up is a store called Toy Town. Oh, I'm excited. Very cool. They got Dragon Ball Z posters over here. Whoa. Oh my goodness. Stuffed animals, very cool. I had no idea that this toy store was here. Let me take you on back so you can see. We've got scooters. We've got toy horses, dolls back here in the back, all kinds of Barbies it looks like. definitely bringing my boys in here the next time that I come. I had no idea they got a Tyrannosaurus Rex back here. He will flip out. That's his favorite thing, is dinosaurs. Oh, very cool. They even have toys for young ones. All kinds of plush animals. Beanie Baby kind of toys. How cool. Toy horses back here, made by Breyer. Books for little ones. Even more plush toys and plush animals. WWE, what's it called now? WWE, WWF. They even have action figures, Hot Wheels cars. They've got a whole wall of Legos back here. So much to come and grab. This is very cool. I love it. One more look at the T-Rex as we're on our way out. And this is kind of what I was talking about. You know, when I was talking about there really is something here for everyone, there really is something here for everyone. Now that the lights have gone down, you can see that the big thrill ride that's here is lit up. Very cool. All right, so next up is going to be cream and sugar. So let's go in here, let's check it out. This is very cool. They've got seating out here for people to be able to grab ice cream, come out and have a seat. Oh, wow. Oh, it smells like sugar. It smells like candy. It smells amazing in here. Oh, look at all the chocolate. Oh, I want some fudge. Chocolate peanut butter fudge, always some of my favorite. They have candy apples. All right, I might have to grab one or two things before I head back to the cabin tonight. Oh, they even have ice cream back here. So it's kind of like the old style where you get something. It looks like they have all kinds of creations, artisan shakes. That looks delicious. Very cool. They've got taffy back here that you can kind of grab by the handful. They do have some plush animals and things like that. Basically, this is a store that any child would love. Cotton candy, very cool. All right, heading back outside. So next up, I'm having to walk out just a little ways to see what this store is. So the next one that we're gonna walk into is gonna be called the General Store. The General Store. So at this point, we are about halfway down the mountain mile. So this is the General Store. Let's head inside and check it out. Wow, very cool. I always think that general stores are always so interesting because it feels like every time that I go into a general store, I'm always finding new things. They're sometimes my favorite stores no matter where I am. I know in our hometown where we're from, the Mass General Store is a very, very popular spot in our downtown. A lot of people love going there and checking it out. It always feels like it's just a really, really curated group of items. Everything from shot glasses on one side to coffee mugs on the other. Even interesting things like this, like, you know, knives that are etched with people's names. That's pretty cool. All kinds of shirts, hats, outerwear. I will say it looks like a lot of this is probably higher quality than, you know, where you'll find many other places on the strip. So that's pretty cool. Even up here, you see sweaters. Very cool. All right, heading back outside. Again, there's the Mountain Monster. All right, so next up, we've got Junction 35 Distillery. Junction 35 Distillery. Oh, killer, and this is a restaurant too. All right, let's check it out. Oh man, I don't even know where to start. I really want to try a lot of this. Junction 35 vodka. This is a vanilla vodka here. This is a blueberry vodka, jalapeno vodka, citrus vodka. Wow, tons and tons and tons of flavors. Junction 35, they've also got some merch here to buy that you can pick up. And then it looks like right here, they also have a tasting room. This is so cool. To where you can try all of the different flavors. Very cool. Hey. And then over here, they've even got a restaurant as well. I'm gonna have to come back and grab a burger at some point in the restaurant. Very cool. Next up on the list, so we're back outside now. Luckily, the rain's held off tonight. So there's the 35 Kitchen and Bar. So that's basically where we just were. It looks like they have a separate entrance though, just for the kitchen and the bar. That's the other half of the distillery that we just were, so that's cool. Next up is the Bach Boutique. They are currently closed right now, but it looks like it's all kinds of female wear, clothes, dresses, things like that. Over here we've got Coffee Armory. I have tried Coffee Armory many, many times, and I gotta say, it is fantastic. If you're looking for a cup of coffee, it is worth visiting. They've got another location down the street in Pigeon Forge, I know for sure, but I've always been super impressed with their coffee, even their tasty creations. And I gotta be honest with you, every single time that I step foot into a coffee shop, it's like, if you guys don't know this about me, coffee is one of my first loves. One of my first loves. Very cool, all the patches, all the different services. If I'm not mistaken, I think that this coffee shop and this coffee company was started by a service member, so that's pretty cool. All right, so next up we've got Hatley here in the corner. We've also got Escapology. It looks like Hatley is closed, but Hatley looks like, just taking a look, doing a little bit of window shopping here, it looks like Hatley is basically closed for children. It's a children's clothing store. It looks very fashionable, very trendy, so that's cool. Here at Escapology, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna duck in real fast. Wow, this is cool. Hey, how are you? This is my first time at Escapology. Is this an escape room?
Yes.
Okay, very cool. I've done escape rooms in the past. They're always a ton of fun. This is very cool. So Escapology is an escape room, but I gotta tell you, I've done several escape rooms in the past, and this one looks awesome. It's definitely got a very, very cool and fun theme here. I'm gonna have to come back with my friends sometime soon and give this a shot. This is very, very cool. Finally, we're at the other end of the Mountain Mile. And what we have here is Azul. This is the restaurant. Highly, highly, highly recommend. Delicious. What's very, very cool is that they even have right up here at the top a rooftop area that you can eat and drink, which is honestly very cool. All right guys, so that does it for us in this tour of the Mountain Mile. Hopefully you saw something in this video that's gonna be helpful and beneficial for you and your family. If you are curious about anything here in the video, drop a comment down below. If you saw anything that you want us to come back and do a full review on, I'd be happy to do that. We are here to help you and your family spend the time that you have in Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge with intention, so that you can have quality time with the people that you love most in your life. I'll see you guys next time. Take care.